What kind of stuff is that, man? That's ridiculous. Take away mom and dad. Look up the words. They actually got meanings. Mom and dad, they all got meanings. Like a father.
What?
Father means the origin.
Yeah, but you know, he trying to take that away. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your daddy.
The devil, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna go to. Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out to prophesy the downfall, destruction of America, Babylon the Great, to tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that you are the biblical Israelites, and it's time for you to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So we out here another week through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shema Shah to preach his word and break down the strongholds that Esau Edom has put out here all through the earth, which he has covered the world as the world is covered in gross darkness with his madness, with his philosophies, with this whole carnality type of mindset. So before we get into that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, peace and salutations to the hopefully elect. Before we get into this article, let me read this precept real quick. All right, so let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter. So I spoke about the world being covered in gross darkness, right? Gross darkness to people. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 2. It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Okay, the glory is going to be seen upon who? The elect, the church, the house of David, which is being built through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. Okay, because we are the temple. Right? A lot of people are looking for a physical temple to be built, but they're not looking for the spiritual temple that is being built right before their eyes. Amos 9. Amos 9. Okay? The scriptures talk about the things being built in the days of old. Right? I think it's Amos 9 verse 8. But you got something else you want to say?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Right?
Yeah, this is Habakkuk chapter 2.
See, I got it right here from you, bro. Already got it. I mean, you can hit you the Habakkuk at this, but I want to get this real quick, right? The Amos chapter. Cause see, this is what everyone wants to be stopped. Everybody wants to be stopped. Okay. It's the book of Amos, chapter 9. Verse 11, it says, "In that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old."
Right. Hey, so that tabernacle of David, these heathens don't want that to be built up, because what was happening when David was in power? All these heathens was in subjection, man.
Right.
Right? You was serving under David. That's why King David has written in the Psalms, Moab is my wash pot, and Edom is where he casts his shoe, man. So they don't want this to be built up, man.
And then to add on to you, all the tribes was together under who? King David.
Under King David, cut.
You know what I mean? I mean, and King Solomon. So King Solomon went off, and his son came to rule under him, and then split came through Jeroboam and Rehoboam.
Yep.
You know, for King Solomon's act. Right? But you know, under King David, like the brother said, hey, all the heathens were under his rulership. All the tribes was together through the spirit. And see, this is what you see happening and taking place now, man. You know, us taking back our kingship, right? That kingship, that putting that godly mentality back into us, and it's all through the spirit.
That ancient mindset, man.
Right.
We're going back to the days of old, man. How it was, man. We no longer going to be a degenerate state that our people in, man. You know, because our people have degenerated from following the ways of the heathens, man. We're going to go back into that noble state, man. Okay?
Got you. The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8 says, "For I inquire, I pray thee of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers."
Right. Sage, prepare yourself for the search of fathers, man. How do we do that as Israelites? We get it from the scriptures, man. Okay, because our fathers, they were stronger in mind and more noble than we are now. You know, and the Lord's gonna bring us back to that in perfection.
I got to hit you another one. It's the book of Romans. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. So all the different experiences of our forefathers, okay, the wisdom and experience they went through, they help us now in this time, man. And they also give us hope in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay, the different things they experienced with the Most High and how He delivered them from their different troubles, man. Those are things to give us hope in these times, man. Because the days of evil are coming.
See, the days of evil is upon us, right? So we're going to get into the scriptures, but I want to read this one more time for now, for the purpose of bringing out these articles and then tying up to this lesson we're going to go into. So read it one more time. It says, Romans chapter 15, verse 4 says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So let's talk about some things that were written aforetime that were written for our learning. What was made an example of not to follow and how not to behave? What place can you think of? What comes to your mind? 2 Peter 2 and 6.
Oh, 2 Peter 2
It's 2 Peter 2 and 6. It's Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Hey, this place is Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0 all over again. Right? Brother, get me? Yeah. Guess you can start at verse 4.
All right, this is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. It says, for the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell.
Yep.
All right, and who are those angels? That's us. Okay? We are those angels, man, the Israelites. Okay, we was cast down into hell, this low condition. All right? Okay, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. So we're going to be stuck in these chains of darkness, which is these physical bodies, okay, these terrestrial bodies. All right, we're going to be stuck in the sinful flesh until the Lord judges this place. Okay, it says, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah in 8 person. But saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness.
Yeah, Noah was a preacher of righteousness. Noah was out there for 120 years preaching. See? Preaching, building the ark. See, that's what we doing through the Spirit. We spiritually building the ark. Noah out there building the ark. But what people was doing? Mocking, marrying, partying, playing games. The same things as you see people do today. Okay? Mock, scoff, do all types of madness while they continue to live their lives in folly. Go ahead.
Okay. It says, a preacher of righteousness bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
What was it? The world of what?
The world of the ungodly.
Oh, not the world of righteousness, not the world of love, as each had to push. No, man, the world of ungodly, man. Back then, and the same thing you see now.
Right. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
Yeah, the judgment for that place was what? Turned into ashes. They got hit with fire and brimstone.
Condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
So even although, did you understand? Although that place was made an example of how not to behave, what did America do? What did Babylon do? It mimicked it. It mimicked it times 10 though.
Times 10.
Times 10. That's all it did. That's how I say. That's what I say 2.0. Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0.
Yeah, whenever you analyze, people doing the different abominations of Sodom and Gomorrah in history, the Lord destroyed those places. Right? You got a place called Pompeii and Herculaneum. Okay, those cities were situated in ancient Italy. Okay, next to a volcano. Right, and you still see them guys fossilized because that volcano came down and destroyed everybody, man. So that's the judgment because they were doing these abominable things, the same things they were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. bestiality, men on men, women on women, pedophilia, you name it, man. They were doing it. So the Lord destroyed that place. So the same thing's gonna happen to America, man. It says, for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities. So yeah,
That's Jude 1:7, right?
Yeah, Jude 1:7.
You read it again.
It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh.
That's what I wanted to hear. See, that strange flesh. That's what I missed. Going after strange flesh, man. And guess what? This world is full of unrighteousness. This world is full of things that are unnatural. You see, the things that are natural is like, oh no, that's the wrong way. But the things that are unnatural is like, yes, this is what we accept. This is okay.
Backwards.
It's backwards, man. Right? But the point is, these places was made an example. Right? Now, I believe there's one in Luke 17. There's one Luke 17. In 2 Peter, there was more on that 2 Peter too, if you can go back to it. Luke 17. So this is the book of 2 Esdras chapter 2, verse 8. It says, woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteousness in thee, O thou wicked people. Remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. You see? So the Lord's like, look, man, remember what I did unto them. You see what I did unto them? Look at that place now. Heat. Because I burned it with fire and brimstone.
Yeah, you still got Lot's wife over there. You look back, she's still a pillar of salt there, man.
Yep.
You can look that up on the internet, man.
Because she was an unbelieving soul.
She looked back.
She looked back. She was strictly commanded by the angels. It was all told to don't look back. Think about that. And what did Lot do? Do you think Lot turned around? Hell no. He ain't turned around. He kept it pushing like he was supposed to do.
I got you right here. I think I know what you are right here. Luke chapter 17 and verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be. So shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat. They drank.
Whoa. So let's run that back. So it says, even as in the days of Noah, right? It's going to be the same as when the Son of Man returned. It's going to be the same, right? Go ahead.
You're right. It says, they did eat. They drank. They married wives. They were given in marriage unto the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
So they was continuing on in their daily lives while all this was taking place. What was taking place? Noah was preaching. Noah was building the ark for 120 years. But what was they doing? What did they was doing?
They did eat. They was drinking. They married wives. Given into marriage.
Yeah.
Until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Yeah, so now let's look at that in this time. They was on Instagram, OnlyFans, NBA games, going out to eat at lavish restaurants, going to Disney World. This is what they was doing. Marrying, right?
IYC's pushing marriage heavily.
Right.
You Israelites ought to get married. That's not what this is all about, man.
But guess what though? There's no missing the minute of the Lord. Hey, the minute of the Lord is all across the world. Hey, even you camps that teach off doctrine whom we don't agree with, more or less they teach Israel. They teach that you Israelites, you so-called Black, Latinos, Native Americans. So some way, shape, or form, you heard this word, whether it was on the highways and byways, whether it was on a social media platform, whether it was how they broadcasted us to try to destroy our names, demonize us on the news. Whatever the case may be, you heard. So you people you're not gonna have no excuse in that day. None. No cloak.
You ever say, you get destroyed, you go to the spiritual realm. Well, Lord, you didn't tell me.
All right, you didn't tell me.
You didn't tell me. Well, you walk past my prophets every week, It was right there yelling at the top of their lungs. I was telling you right there.
Yeah, but see, you didn't like the way how I presented it to you. You despised the way I presented it to you. You know what I'm saying? Just because there wasn't no rain here on the earth before, is how they did Noah. That don't mean it wasn't going to come true. Rain was going to come. That flood was going to come. So just how we said, well, shit, America's going to get hit with thermonuclear fires. What you say? Oh, no. There ain't no way that can happen to America. You think the American military is going to let something like that happen? How Al Jake said, we the strongest military in the world. What you mean, we? You ain't part of East military, man.
Right, that lets you know how much they trust in Egypt, man. Right, that lets you know how much they trust in America. They think this is just gonna continue on forever. You know, just splurge out and fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Yeah, they also got that mindset of E. Let's read that since you said that real quick. Let's go to the book of Psalms, because we quite dealt with E, but see Jake. You look at Jake got that same mindset. It's the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 49 verse 11, it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. Right? So, and it says they call their lands after their own name. So this is clearly talking about Esau. You know, when Esau conquers the land, he stamps it by putting his name after it. You know, America Vespucci, Africa, Leo Scipio Africanus,
even Asia. That comes from another Roman general too.
Asiatic. What is this? Asiaticus or something like that? Something to that effect. But he came from. It's a devil that took that land over and put his stamp on it anyway. Right? But the point is that they believe that their inward houses shall continue forever. So Jake still has that same mindset, like he got that mindset of that what they're gonna be here forever, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they look no further than this place, America, Babylon the Great, or Wakanda. They don't look no further than that. That's the greatest height, or even going back to Egypt. The greatest thing they think of is they equate themselves with Egypt. Well, look at Egypt, look what we did. No, in Egypt,
he was a slave.
Now, the reason why Egypt only stood is because one of your forefathers who you do not acknowledge, Joseph. You keep talking about the Egyptians this, the Egyptians that. Well, they only was able to stand that long, even continue to stand for that the extra period of time.
I believe even with the forefather Abraham, some scholars say that he taught the Egyptians arithmetic. You know, so basically like gave them the knowledge to even be able to build those pyramids. You know.
Yeah, all our forefathers, bro. Joseph, Daniel.
Because Abraham did pass through Egypt. You know,
it wasn't for Daniel interpreting them. Like, see, all of our people had these high positions. You know why? Because we are those chosen. We are those beautiful people. We are the gifted people of the Lord that can interpret prophecies and things of that sort.
The Lord had wisdom to rest upon our nation.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
Verse 28. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought and sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
Yeah, so even in the time of Lot when they go warn his stepsons and things like that, they blew Lot off. They said, man, you tripping, you crazy. You know? You don't know what you're talking about.
Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed.
See, it's letting you know. That's the end of that, right?
Yeah.
2 Peter 3:10. So it's going back and letting you know the same thing over. Like, even in all these days when all this was taking place, these men were rejected. But see, even when the time when the Son of Man come back, you see, he's going to come by, guess what? You settled upon your leaves. You know?
Right. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. hey, when the Lord comes, it's gonna take everyone by surprise. You know, it's gonna take everyone by surprise. He's gonna come when you least expect it.
Yep.
So that lets you know too that there's gonna be some type of normal everyday life going on,
Yep.
even after everybody's been chipped. Or for those who the Lord allotted to be chipped, man. Okay, so it's gonna be all normal, everything. They're gonna be doing the same thing. They got their chip. They locked in, into the internet of bodies. Okay, and then the Lord's gonna come in and destroy this place, man. And he's gonna destroy what the nuclear missiles, man.
Yep.
It says, seeing that then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be? In all holy conversation. So we have to conduct ourselves, walking in the spirit, man. Okay, knowing that this is coming, man. We go through our different little bullshit from day to day. You gotta work, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta take care of your family. You gotta survive, right? But we keep in the back of our mind, this place is gonna be destroyed, man.
Yeah, these things that we do they're temporary.
Right.
That's all. We just do these things temporary to get by until it's time we get put in that predicament or position where they say, well, I gotta make this leap of faith, and I gotta make this choice of what am I going to do? Am I going to separate myself and follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Or am I going to do myself to be a servant unto this devil?
Right. We're gonna have to be like Mordecai, right? Yeah. Like in the time of Esther.
Yeah, the majority of these people that's walking around you, these so-called Christians or whatnot, whatever they want to call themselves, these people are ready to submit.
Yeah, they're ready to bow
devil.
down. Mordecai didn't bow to Haman. It's forbidden according to our law.
Right. Yup. All right, get Revelation 11, chapter 1. I'll read this. It's Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 11. It says, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. See? And see, the Lord's going to judge the people with that type of mindset. Oh, the Lord ain't going to do anything. He ain't going to do no good or do evil. It's just nothing's going to take place. Right? Let's look at that word leaves, right? It's that Zephaniah. Let me get that word.
Leaves almost sound like leisure, free time.
Let's check it out. Let's see. Zephaniah 1 verse 12. Oh, I can't. It won't pull mine up. Let's see. Try this one. The blue letter won't pull up, but I think my concordance will. See, that's why I like this concordance. It won't. It ain't like blue letter where you need to be on the internet. So let's go to the word leaves. It says in the Hebrew is shamar. It says
Shamar.
Shamar, yeah, Shamar. It says, is that right?
Never settle on their watch.
Leaves. It says leaves, dregs, wines on the leaves, only of wine.
Yeah, I think you would have to go to the root though.
Oh, it won't let me go to it.
Yeah.
I know it means something. I seen it meant something else. It won't let me go to it.
I got my other phone. Yeah, because I got my Bible sword.
Right. So you people that's caught up within the cares of this world, you're gonna be out of there, man. See? The cares of this world is gonna destroy you. See? Hey, go see the things that you see. Majority of these people that worried about, they worried about the things that's what. And we went into it last week. The things that's what pertains to the flesh. Okay, the things that's comfortable to the flesh. See? Zephaniah 1 verse 12. You don't want to cut off the things out of flesh that's holding you back to serving Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man. Right?
Hey, you know what? And I did a video on that. I think yesterday, where basically, when the Lord says, "He that hate not his father, his mother, his sister, his brother, yea, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple." That's not like talking about literally hate them. That's just putting yourself and your family before the Lord, man.
I mean, it means it goes back to the word detest.
Yeah,
to love less. To love less.
Right.
It goes into, yeah.
So you love them less. Really, you love them less than Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And even yourself, the different things you want to do, you have to bring yourself into subjection to do the will of the Lord. You might be cold out here. Your feet might be hurting. You might be sick or tired, but you still come out here and you put the Lord first. All right?
Yeah, you got to. Because look, think about it, man. We came out of the world. And who was we putting first the whole time? Ourselves. We was putting ourselves first the whole time. Now we came into this understanding, we turned back, this truth, we renewed our minds, we repented, and then what do? We put Yahweh Shem Yahushai first. We don't put ourselves first. Right? The world put themselves first, and this is why the Lord will destroy the majority of the world.
Right. So it says settle on their leaves. Now when you get the first word here, it says leaves or dregs. When you think about that, the dregs are the things that settle to the bottom. Say you have wine, or some type of natural thick juice. The dregs settle down to the bottom of the bottle. So they're settled. Right now it says when you go to the root, it's shamar, which means to keep, guard, observe, give heed, to keep, have charge of. Right, so when you have charge of something, you're responsible for it. Right. Basically being settled on your watch. So a watchman who's looking over the tower to see, if danger's approaching, he's just sitting there chilling. He's sleeping, Listen to music, whatever, Instead of watching for what's coming, man. So you can't be settled out here. You got to be out here watching, praying, and reporting unto the flock, man. It says to keep watch and ward, to protect, save life. Watch me. And the Hebrew word shamar means watch.
Yeah, something for that. You ain't got no. Oh yeah, Revelation 11.
This is Revelations chapter 11 and verse 1. And there was given me up a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood saying, Rise and measure the temple of the Most High, and the altar, and them that worship therein.
Right. So who's the temple of the Most High? I see talking about the Israelites. The altar will represent the priests. You see? Because right now, we are at the altar. Making our bodies is what? That living sacrifice. Okay?
Right.
And it's talking about everybody in the worship they're in. It's talking about all Israel. Okay?
It says, but the court which is without the temple, leave out. Measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months.
Yeah, okay. And that's talking about the physical Israelites that's going to be tread down by the heathen, the Gentiles. But when it talks about, read the first part again.
Verse 2, it says, but the court which is without the temple, leave out, and measure it not.
Don't teach them. So like the rod, dealing with the rod and reed, it's like the measuring stick. Okay, so we're not to teach you. We're not to teach these other nations. Like now, we teach them through is let them know what the prophecy is about and things like that, and rebuke them and say, look, this is your future judgment and this and that. Woo. But hey, this is all about Israel. Okay,
I was just gonna say that's why the new covenant with Jeremiah 31 and 31, it says no man shall teach his neighbor saying, know ye the Lord. Because it's only for Israel.
Yep. Yep. That's right. We ain't gonna have to do that. We ain't gonna have to be out here teaching our people, telling them to repent, telling them this is the right way to go and this is the wrong way. We ain't gonna have to be doing that, but we gonna have to teach you heathen, okay? Because you heathen need taught.
Okay. Right. It says, "For it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months."
Right, it goes into a period of time, but really, I believe it's when you count that the time of it going to 1,260 days, which equals 3.5 years. But it's talking prophetic talk of meaning 350 years. But that's it on that one. So we're gonna pull out a few articles, bro.
Yeah.
Got a few articles we want to go into, man, just to show you how wicked the world that we're going into is, man. You see,
The new world order, man.
get this before you read that. It's Isaiah. Chilly out this one. This is crazy. It's the wind, bro. It's the wind. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he had made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding." Right? And that's like the narrative. It's a narrative he pushing, man. You know, basically like the Heavenly Father who created everything, heaven and earth, everything which you see. I mean, through his Son Yahweh shine the angels. If you had ears to hear, let them hear. But they saying shit like he ain't do none of this, and everything he created, he got a flaw in it. It ain't perfect, you know. So let's recreate it, you know. But see, surely he turned everything upside down. Everything you see is upside down. That's why the scripture says, "Woe unto thee that call."
Sweet for bitter, bitter for sweet.
Yeah. You know. Let's get there. What's up? Isaiah. Get there real fast. Isaiah chapter 5. Verse 20. "Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." This is what you see. This is an example of turning things upside down. So when you think of things as natural, as good, as man supposed to be a woman supposed to be a man. Oh no, that's stuff that is strange in these times now. Okay, or just being a straight male and don't want to deal with trans women. Now they call us transphobic. What?
Yeah, the guy that came out and said he's straight.
Super straight. They didn't gave him and his family death threats because he prefers to want to be with just a woman. That he wants to be straight. He don't want to deal with
A woman that hasn't been
yeah,
changed.
transforming. You know, he wants to continue. He wants everything to be natural. You see what I'm saying? But now he's getting assaulted. Then you gotta say this how much people are hypocrites because wait a minute, where's the love? You screamed all that love shit of
Hey, did they not come up to us during the camp when we was down there saying all lives matter? But what about us? You screaming in our face, we ain't say nothing.
yeah, all lives matter. So wait a minute. So what you're really saying is your lives matter and ours don't. Because you mad at us because we are against what you're talking about. But you're against what we're talking about. You know? But where's the love at? To show you there is no love. You people are demons and the Lord's gonna destroy you people. And all you that are in agreement with it. The Lord's gonna destroy you people, man. Go ahead, man.
Okay. This is from a article from UStoday.com. It says kids aren't learning alphabet history.
Right.
And you know what I mean by alphabet.
Yeah.
The Equality Act might change that. All right. It says the Equality Act, which would prohibit discrimination on basis of sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, gender identity, is moving to the Senate after being passed by the House of Representatives, and it could affect what's taught in classrooms.
Right. So what they basically saying is that they're about to put all that alphabet type
That
of
might be it.
behaviors
Say one
into
minute,
what?
right?
Into school curriculum now. Okay, that's what they're going to teach now. They're going to make that a part of, just like how how they had the periods of you got to have reading, you got to have math, you got to have some time in gym.
Or to put that in the history.
Yeah, the alphabet. Yeah, in the history, because the alphabet thing is going to be pushed in there.
Gender tolerance.
Gender tolerance.
Yeah.
Because what, like me and the bro was talking before camp, they're trying to normalize this madness.
This is the modern day Rome. Okay, this is the revival of the Roman Empire. All these things they're trying to do now, they did it back in ancient Rome, man. The image of the beast is speaking, man.
Yep.
All right, that beast was the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, so all the different all the different abominations they did in the Roman Empire, man, they're trying to make it normal here.
Yep.
You know?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. It says the Equality Act would enable protection within education, particularly on how teachers implement alphabet inclusive curriculum. It signals to educators who are not part of our community that they too could hopefully implement language, representation, and curriculum that is ABC inclusive.
Right. So they're trying to include all that unnaturalness into things that which are natural. See? So this is proving that we have been saying, woe to thee that call evil good and good evil. You know? These things are evil, man. You know? But now what? The world is calling it good. These things, the things that are natural, now people are looking at it, that's evil. Man and woman, why you just want it to be man and woman? That's evil now. Or you want to be just straight. I don't think that's fair. Because that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's fair as a trans woman for you to say you don't want to date them because they used to be a man. What the what?
That's their preference, though.
Exactly.
How is that unfair? If a man wants to be with a naturally born woman.
People are hypocrites, bro. You hypocrites and you wicked. And this is why this place is going to destroy this place. But you don't got to get no more on that. Let's switch to the next article. Now, when we brought out the lesson, when we brought this out in the beginning of the lesson, we're giving you the true history of what happens when people behave in this manner. Won't you put that in your school curriculum? You don't want to do that, though. But this is why they want the Bible to be banned, bro. This is why they want the Bible to be banned. Right? Okay? Because it speaks out against their wickedness and their madness. All right? The Bible does not uphold the standards of this BS, man, that goes on all throughout this earth. See, we go by a standard up here, man. The Lord, what's the standard? Go ahead.
Right. That's what it was talking about. Measure the temple, man.
Yeah.
The standard is the scriptures.
Yep.
Right. That read like that's like a ruler.
Measuring stick.
Right. It's a measuring stick. This is how you measure.
That's how you measure, bro.
All right. And this is all for the Israelites. Okay. Not for the heathens, man.
How you gonna know from who? So what is your guideline? What is your instruction book to tell us what's right and wrong? What is it? We need to know. What is the guidelines? What is the instruction book to say this is right and this is wrong?
I'll tell you what.
What is it?
Constitution, no?
Yeah, but see, but he got his, but his is cool though. His is in the book. His is cool though.
How can you follow when you got 40,000 laws in county? All right, to keep. Ain't no way somebody can know 40,000 laws, man. Yeah, God.
Let me get that. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and just walked up as a brother speaking, man, and like the bro said, all these unrighteous decrees, all right, that Eve put up, but the hypocrisy of Eve, because what do they say? Love is love, right? Mm-hmm. Well, love for me is what? What's love for me? I love a natural woman. I don't want to have to question, is this a dude or is this a she? But that's what you get here, man. You see these its walking around and you like, damn, bro, is that a man?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Now you contemplating back in your mind like, wait a minute.
Am I tripping?
Look, I'm watching this show last night, right? So I'm looking at the woman on the screen, looking fine a little bit. But then now I get the questioning and looking at her like,
wait a minute, she got
a
square, nigga.
Like, if this a dude, I'm messed up in the head, man.
Cheekbones kind of, and then with all the cosmetic surgery. Oh my goodness, bro. Even the real woman look fake as hell.
Yeah.
And so you can't really distinguish sometimes.
You can't. That's the deception, man. They got this makeup on, they got this, they got the plastic surgery, the fake The gut butts is that's what
Yeah, gut butts.
the gut butts, man. Like you can't tell, man. That's a deception of this devil.
Yeah, I remember even brothers had put something in the chat where they really getting out of hand with this thing. Where they're saying don't say good boy and good girl to your dog because because that's too gender what is it? That's too strong of a gender word.
Stigma, yeah.
That's
Now
a
they're
gender
trying to
stigma.
do it on animals.
Yeah.
Leave the animals
They
alone,
trying to
man.
corrupt they kind of corrupt everything, man.
Next is gonna be plants and trees, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Edomite lady was like. Edomite lady, she was like, I don't think that's fair that when the children start to grow up for you to say, and she had her baby in her hand, little young man. He was a baby. He was like, that's it too. She's like, I don't think it's fair for you to say, good boy and good girl. Like, she's like, how you know? She's like, how you know what I want my son to be? She's like, well, my son is gay. I'm like, he's 2. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna
And she just kept repeating. I'm like, he's 2. What you talking about? Your son is this type. Come on, man. But see, it's so effed up. Was you said people can't, and we ain't condoning, but you said people can't smoke till they 18. People can't drive till they certain places 16 to get a permit. Can't enter into the army till they 18.
They
right?
can't drink
but
until they're 21.
Can't drink until you're 21. But here it is. You 5 years old. You can tell them you want to change your sex. You want to get a sex change. And you allow it. This nigga's the devil, man. He's the ultimate complete devil.
That's true. And I got Isaiah 19:14 says, Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Every work thereof. Everything that you see, everything is completely in error. There's barely anything natural left. Everything is GMO or something or additive to it. You know, some type of splice to it. Only thing that's 100% is this word, man. That's it.
As a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And those vomit is those filthy philosophers. You know, no tables are clean, man. They're all full of vomit. That table represents what you believe in. At that table we made a snare, right? There's a big ass snare here. And the bro was mentioning earlier, okay, about the places that will do wickedly. Well, what does it say about Sodom and Gomorrah? I might have to get that.
Proverbs 29 verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
The rod give wisdom, right? And so that read like unto a rod, as the bro mentioned in the scriptures. You measure and you also use it to correct. You see? And so that rod, it helps you be prosperous. Okay, in the ways of Yahweh Shai, and not have depth. Okay, but there is no correction here. The Lord saith unto the wicked, what hast thou to do? Thou shalt take my covenant into my mouth. Okay, seeing thou hatest instruction, but the paraphrase, right? They cast these ways behind them and despise them.
I got you right here. Proverbs, and I went kind of.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Think about the
Hear the audio.
Yeah.
Hell, man. I got one too. I got like 2 free. Proverbs 15 verse 31. The ear that heareth the reproof of life abideth among the wise. Verse 32. Trying to get this one, right? Stop. It says, he that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding.
Right. Hey, so if you refuse instruction, you despise your own soul, man. The instruction and the correction, okay, is for your benefit, right? What's the scripture say? He that is often reproved, hardeneth his neck and shall be destroyed, that without remedy. So all these people are going to go into destruction, man, because they haven't been receiving reproof, okay? They haven't been taking heed to it, man. And this devil most definitely don't uphold that. If so, then, you know, these ABCs will be getting messed up left and right, man.
Proverbs 17 verse 10. A reproof entereth more into a wise man than 100 stripes into a fool. Damn.
Wow. Right. So, like King David said, let the righteous spite me, and it shall be a kindness unto me. That's a wise man, you know? But a fool, he just gonna keep getting his backlash, and he gonna keep doing the same thing.
Yep. It says if you reprove a wise man, he will love thee. If you reprove a fool, he will hate thee. And then also in regards to the children of Israel, Yahweh Shai says what? why should you be stricken anymore? You shall revolt more and more. That's an ignorant ass nigga for you, man. No matter how much shit happens, the nigga just keep getting up and don't never learn his lesson. Doing the same shit. You can knock bloody
Yeah, they call it insanity.
Insanity. You can knock a nigga out 3 times on the floor, missing all his teeth. He get back up. No, fuck that. No, he can't win. And that's how it is. That's the analogy for these 2/3 fighting against Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Wanted to get this 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 16 because I was mentioning how, you know, there has to be a standard that you have to go by. And these people are living out here lawlessly with no standard. But it's like, okay, well, how do you know you're right from you're wrong? People, you know, then you got your simple people that would say, well, you just know. You know, you'll just know. You'll know what's right or wrong. You'll get your senses. Man, I ain't trying to hear that.
That's how most of us grew up. You know, because you know certain jakes they have a law unto themselves.
Yeah.
You know, but for the majority, you know, parents used to be, you know, like you know right from wrong.
Right.
Well, in actuality, you didn't teach me.
The scripture says the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So, and what's the other scripture says? Roughly paraphrasing, basically you thinking things are right in your own eyes.
Yeah, a man's way seemeth right in his own eyes.
But the end thereof is death.
The end thereof is death. So there's a lot of things that we be like in our minds, just like, oh, this is the right way, this is okay.
Yeah.
Then you hear apostle bring something out in the scriptures, you be like, oh.
Yeah, there's a way that's even right unto a man, but the end thereof is death.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, things can seem right and even feel good, but the way is be death. You be like, I didn't know I was supposed to eat this, and I didn't know I was supposed to do this act, or you know, I didn't know this stock would lead to, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but there has to be a standard behind it. So where is the standard?
Yep. Right.
2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 16, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine and for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, duly furnished into all good works.
Right. So, hey, you know, these scriptures, you know, this is our standard, man. Okay, this is good for doctrine and reproof, man. Okay, this is what does it say? Reproof and corrections are a way of life. You know, this is how we know right from wrong. That's why Moses said, "Behold, I taught you all these statutes, you know, that you may put
Make a difference between the clean and the unclean.
the clean and the unclean, right? The good from the bad, the righteous from the wicked, man. Okay, so this is how we know. Okay, otherwise you'll be, you know, to and fro, you know, not having any solid thing to stand on, man. All right, this is rock solid. Okay,
Yeah.
you could trust in this and things to go well, man.
Yeah, it talks about that man that have his foundation upon the sand, all loose away. Think about how the composition of sand. The composition of sand is a bunch of small little pieces of particles and pebbles and rocks. You all mixed up. You ain't got no rock solid foundation. You all everywhere. So them blended Israelites like not talks about. Okay, you somewhere everywhere. You a little bit over here with Allah. You a little bit over here with the 5%ers or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? You a little bit into Christianity. You still eat shrimp and pork. It's cool. Rastafarianism, smoking the weed. You know, what are you standing for? All right? But the only rock solid foundation is Yahweh Shah. You see? That's the only rock solid foundation.
Gotta get that.
The scriptures is clear and cut. Don't do this, you could do this. Don't do that, you could do this. You can eat this, you can eat that, but you can't eat this, you can't eat that.
Yeah, this is right here, Leviticus chapter 10 verse 10, and that you may put difference between holy and unholy, and between unclean and clean, that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord has spoken unto them by the hand of Moses. And this was given to the Levites, the sons of Aaron.
Which they were joined unto the Most High. There was those mediators, you know.
God, I don't know if you want me to read the whole parable about the 2 houses.
It's up to you, bro. I definitely want to get that the chief cornerstone that you mentioned real fast though.
Okay.
I'm right to it.
Okay, you go ahead.
Oh, you got it already?
I got a different one.
Oh no, I'm in the wrong one. Yeah, that's him.
Stone to stomach.
It's the
book of 2 Peter chapter 1, verse. Oh my goodness. Should I start at the top? Should I start at?
It's up to you. I'm holding something, you hold something.
All right, that's at the top. All right. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4, because I wanted to back that up because that's the important statement you made. You said, say what you said again. You said,
basically, I was just saying the only rock solid foundation is Yahweh Shai.
Right, yeah. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse, Salakia. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 4 says, to whom coming is into a living stone disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of the Most High and precious. They also as a lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifice acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Wherefore it be contained in the scripture, behold, I lay on Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you, therefore, which believe, he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense, even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy.
So Yahweh Shai, man, you know, he's that rock. He represents two different types of rocks. He's that rock that can crush your ass if you come against it. Grind you in the powder. Okay, the Lord shall threaten, who shall not be utterly beaten in the powder in his presence. All right.
Well, you get in the middle, bro.
Yeah, and then also too, okay, he's that rock that you can stand upon. Okay. What does it say? The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run up into it, and it's safe. Okay. Get to the Father through Yahweh Shai. All right. Yeah, God. So you know hey man, and these 2/3 disallow him. Okay, and the heathen. All right. But to the children of Israel that don't receive the Messiah, he's a stone of stumbling and a rock of offense. You know, because there's many things where people are offended at Yahweh Shai. You know, even back during that time when he made certain statements, you know, drink of my blood and eat of my flesh, representing is partaking of this scripture, eat this roll. Right? Many people departed because they was offended. They didn't understand his sayings. And there's many sayings like that, you know. People don't receive. They can't receive. All right? And what the scripture say, blessed is he who is not offended in me. All right? You got that? Go ahead.
Yep. This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 6, and it reads, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me.
God, that's it. The Spirit brought that out. Blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. So we gotta dive in. All right? This is it right here. This is that rock that's gonna get you saved, man. You know, if that be your lot, right?
I got this real quick for you, brother. Back you up. This is Saint the truth and the life. You know, he's the personification of the word, man. You know, so he's the example that we ought to live. You know, to live by, the ultimate example.
Yep. No man coming to the Father but by him. Okay. And without having a foundation grounded in Yahweh Shai, you won't make it through the tribulation that comes with making it into the kingdom. You see? Because there's a great test that comes with it.
Yep. The Lord was made perfect through sufferings. So we have to be made perfect through sufferings also.
That's right. All right, so Matthew 7, and I'll start at, let's see here, 24 says, therefore whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man who built his house upon the rock. So that foundation comes unto hearing the sayings and doing them. All right, and the rain descended and the floods came and the winds blew and beat upon that house and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. So that rock is Yahweh Shai, man. You know, which is the word, and having that understanding of the word. Okay, even the basic understanding.
Right, let's keep that, y'all.
Yeah. So hey, Yahweh Shai is that rock, man. All right. Also, you know, he's that. He's basically the standard, man. He's the word personified, man. You know. know, a lot of these people are out here, you know, they don't know their right from their left, you know, but the scriptures, it give you, you know, what's righteous and what's wicked, man. All right? And what's most definitely wicked is what they're trying to push in these different, you know, classrooms, man. Basically, you know, with these ABC people, man, and making children, okay, gender tolerant, so to speak. You know, they're trying to push that ancient Roman way of life onto the children at a young age. At that point, you might as well just teach Roman culture. At that point, because that's all they was doing, man. Pedophilia, all that stuff, man.
I got a quick read it back up. The Lord being the word. She said the Lord being personified by the word. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 7, and it reads, "Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O power."
Right. So all throughout the book, it's talking about Yahushua.
That's right.
All right. Also, in John, the first chapter where it talks about, I think it's the first chapter where it says, you know, and the Word was made flesh. Okay. You know, that's talking about Yahushua.
I'm not sure exactly how.
Hey, hold on, Akim. Hold on. Let me see something. It won't stop it though, will it?
I don't know if it was
Let's see. I don't even know how to get.
ain't letting you press a button.
No, I don't even know how to get the hell off. I ain't mean to do that. I don't even know how to get off of it.
Press the home button.
The home button?
Yeah. But you got a home button.
Yeah, but it ain't letting me.
Bottom.
Ain't letting me get to it.
Swipe down. So just swipe.
And dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
Right. So that's talking about Yahushua. He was made flesh. You know. Even in the Apocrypha, it talks about his almighty word leaping down from his throne. All right, and filling the land with death.
Yep.
Talking about in Egypt.
Yep.
That destroyer was Yahushua. That's
right.
that almighty word. Okay? It says the only begotten of the Most High, the only spirit that the Most High created.
That's right.
You know, and Yahushua and the created the 144,000 and them the rest of everything. You know,
All things were created by him and for him.
and for him.
Through him all things were made. There was not a thing made that was made without him. All right?
Right.
So after the Most High made him, okay, then he and the elect made everything else.
Right. Then the Most High is in charge. You know,
That's right.
Gave him the blueprint.
Gave him the blueprint.
He formed the elect, and then him and the elect formed the rest of the things that exist.
Hierarchy of creation, man.
That's right.
Right. And the creation of the Most High is already perfect, man. The way that he set things up to be, you know, he is trying to form everything in his own image, man. You wasn't supposed to be born a girl. No, he's a man. That's a man. We're gonna make him.
I just feel like in my body, I'm actually a girl, but you know, I gotta rise. And a lot of them people, what happens? They regret it later. You know, they have anxiety, but they permanently change their bodies.
Cause somebody to chop their rod off can't come into the congregation or something like that, or privy they stone.
Yeah, wounded in the stones.
Just let you know, Daniel wasn't that kind of unit.
That's Deuteronomy, right?
I was gonna tell you.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can't.
I got that precept.
Okay, bring it up.
This is Deuteronomy chapter
Okay,
20.
come.
It's lucky.
You got it.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 1. And it reads, "He that is wounded in the stones, or hath his privy member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord."
Enter into the congregation of Yahweh.
That disapproves the Israelites who think that Daniel had his rod cut off. Because Daniel was a eunuch, but he didn't have his rod cut off,
Yeah,
man.
there's differences in eunuchs. Like,
Yeah.
you got eunuchs that was, you want to say it? Because there's a difference in eunuchs. You had eunuchs that some masters had already cut they under certain captivities. They would make certain men or eunuchs, and they would cut their rods off just so they wouldn't sleep with the different women who they was already over the house over. You had people that made themselves eunuchs just so they could be in a position to to serve the Lord to the highest degree. And then
You had people that was born with birth deformities.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And to a eunuch doesn't necessarily mean that you have your rod chopped off.
Right.
A eunuch is just someone who's not having sex.
Yeah, they separate.
They don't marry, they don't have sex. You can be put in a position of being a eunuch, and you have to keep yourself holy at all times, okay, so that you can be inquired of by the king or by the nobleman or whatever the case may have been. So once you what happened when they were talking about the showbread, okay, when King David was on the run with those men, all right, and they came and approached the temple or wherever they was, and they was trying to get the showbread. He said, have they been kept from women at least these 3 days? So you had a 3-day period where after you had popped your woman, where you was unclean towards that aspect. It was seen, because he said, look, if they ain't been kept from women these 3 days, they can't eat this bread. You see? And so men would make themselves eunuchs so that they could be holy at all times, basically.
Yeah, that's what Daniel was chosen for, because he was on the king's council.
See?
Man.
Yeah.
He was a governor, man.
That's right.
So
Didn't he interpret dreams and such?
yeah, he interpreted. He and his brothers were the wise on the council.
So if the king woke up from a deep dream, and Daniel's like, well, I'm unclean, I can't really go into that right now. I can't inquire of the Lord. You think the king gonna try to hear that shit?
Nah, he probably gonna try to chop his head off.
Yeah, off with this nigga's head.
Right. That's what happened when they came to him. He was about to destroy everybody.
Yeah, he was pissed.
He was pissed.
Nobody.
He was like, you gotta. He was like, basically, I can't remember the dream. You gotta tell me what it was.
Tell me what it was.
And nobody couldn't do it, but they like, look, we know there's one person that could. And who they end up going to? They said, look, I forget exactly. Oh, we gotta find it because how they said it. Because they was like,
well, didn't he give the interpretation of the dream of the
Both.
cupbearer and the baker?
that was Joseph.
Oh,
That's
looks like it. Yeah,
Joseph in Egypt. But with Daniel, basically he was gonna kill everybody. And when dude was coming in, Daniel was like, what? Why is the king? Why does he want to kill everybody? He's like, hold on, let me try to figure this out.
I got this.
I got this. And he went to the Most High, man.
Yep.
Him and his brothers.
Yeah. Most High revealed the dream unto him. So that was beautiful. But yeah, man, I actually had that precept pulled up because of what the topic we were speaking of earlier.
Yes.
And that's the spirit, because we started off talking about that.
That's
the Lord.
Baby D. Oh, bro.
I got the precept going into King Nebuchadnezzar. He was going into that. This is Daniel chapter 2 and verse. I'll start at verse 1. It says, and in the 2nd year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams wherewith his spirit was troubled and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream. We will show the interpretation. Let me just go to the point.
You can go to the point. You hit a little bit of it.
Okay, come. Okay, Kanye. Verse 5. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. But if ye shew the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show me the dream and the interpretation thereof.
Right. So basically, he's like, you gotta make me recall this dream. If you don't make me remember, I'm gonna chop your head off, and I'm gonna make your house a dunghill. Basically, people gonna be going there to ease themselves, take a shit.
Ain't you niggas supposed to be magical? Tell me what I dreamed. Tell me what my dream was.
Hey, this also points out too that the right hand is stronger than the left hand, man. Because Daniel came with the right hand knowledge, the true interpretation of the dream. His wizards and his warlocks, they couldn't tell him what was going on,
left hand ain't hitting on nothing.
Yeah, just like Joseph. What did they say? They said, look, they're like, look, man. I know who can interpret your dream for you. You got Joseph in the dungeon. Go get him. Mm-hmm. See, so Israel always played a key part in every aspect of every empire. Mm-hmm. Every single empire, we played a great role in some position, in some way, shape, or form. Period.
Like Jacob and his uncle Laban, he was getting blessings from off of Jacob.
Yep, and the Lord would have the men of the Lord be in certain positions, man, where the kings would have to end up depending on the men of the Lord that the Lord was working with. You know what I'm saying? You know, they would have to come inquire, and a lot of times it would either save or be the demise of those different kingdoms.
Well, yeah, because like when you even watching ancient movies, I always go back to ancient movies, man. That's what we try to tell you, brothers, to go back to watching ancient movies. Bro, one of the main things besides, it wasn't even the soldiers that they would have by their side as they main. Bro, a seer was one of the main things they had by their side.
The prophets.
It was always to have a seer or a prophet. It was always to have one of them. When they found, they said, oh, they got a seer over there? Oh, we're going to go pillage their land. We taking that seer.
Right.
Because you know how beneficial that was to have a seer, bro?
Guideline to the future, basically.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's why you got that movie 300. He went to, it was called I can't remember the name, but they were basically seers, right? They'll go to the oracles, right? To see whether or not it'd be good for them to go to battle.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, even in the Matrix, they had the oracle.
And that's why, what's the old boy's name that got sent to the battle that got killed? What's his name? Was it
Leonidas?
No, Amaziah? Was it Amaziah?
Messiah?
No, the wicked king. The wicked king.
Ahab.
Ahab. It was Ahab. And how did Ahab get deceived? By that lying spirit and that prophet to say, look, you gonna go to war, y'all gonna win this battle.
Yeah. So, hey, if you think about it, if Nebuchadnezzar would have told them the dream, they could have made up some bullshit.
Yep. Well, you see, if you personify and you flip it, and then you put a chair on it, and then you be all right.
Dust in the air.
Yeah, that was it. It was like, nah, you gonna tell me, I ain't gonna tell y'all shit.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how the Most High chose to show his power. You know?
Yeah.
He was probably troubled by that dream, like, man, I don't know what that dream was, but I know that junk was heavy, boy.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I say like the statue. He was shook. Oh man, what do this mean?
Yep.
He saw it crumble.
Then it
saw
say he
that
had like
stone.
stone,
Yeah.
a few dreams.
Yeah, he had I Nebuchadnezzar had, I think, what, two?
Yeah, 2 dreams.
Two?
Yeah,
It was
2.
heavy though.
Yeah.
When you go into them drinks, it's heavy, bro. That was prophecy.
Mm-hmm. We in the time of that. We're still what we in the feet now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, which that dream, then it goes, you get different portions of that dream to get different aspects about these different kingdoms that were going to be coming up.
Right.
You know, you got the head of gold and the shoulders of silver. You know, that whole figure showing the opulence and then the different strength of the kingdoms. Mm-hmm. Then you got the actual beast showing the different rulers that came up with them, you know, the different things that they would do. Okay, and so you can identify the different kings too in the prophecy.
Yep.
You know, you got the beast with the ram, you know, with the 2 horns. You know, the goat with the 1 horn, and that one was broken. You know, it gives it to you in different scenarios, different parables, man.
I got scripture.
Just going into what we was talking about earlier, we're still on the same topic. But no, because the Lord manifested an example.
Oh, you talking? Oh yeah.
You know,
Big Baby D.
Yeah, it was Baby. What you call it? Oh yeah, Baby D. Okay,
because Baby D had this masculine type of spirit, man, like this masculine vibration on her, and that's the vibration that you can see on a lot of these women here in America, bro. They don't have that beautiful, loving, feminine spirit upon them as much as you see, and that's the same with the men. Everything is being flip flopped.
Yep.
The men have the feminine spirit and not the masculine, and the woman got the masculine and not the feminine. Like, come on, man.
It's so crazy because when they came walking up the street, they was switching, and I was like, either that's a gay dude or that's a woman. You know, could have had the hoodie with the pants, the jean baggy.
See, and
but then you can see the natural switch that comes with a woman. And so it's like, nigga, what the fuck going on? You know?
Right. See, and that's why the Lord told. That's why women have a particular apparel they're supposed to wear, and men have a particular apparel they're supposed to wear. You won't be confused. That's why men are not supposed to have long hair, and women are their long hair is their glory.
Yep.
All right, you'll disperse with the confusion, man.
because the glory of a man is the woman.
Okay.
A woman's glory is her hair.
That's why they always concerned about their hair.
Exactly. And that's why usually when you look at it, men, they're more downtrodden when they lose their hair, and men are downtrodden right behind women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, go
man
ahead,
lose his
straight.
woman, he be sad, and the woman lose her hair, she be sad. Now they got an artificial patch. They be happy for a minute when they got that patch.
That patch was that patch was sacrificed unto idols, man.
Look, brothers, it's cool, man. You know, I know we all try to, you know, everybody want to get they scratch their itch or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But look, bro, we about to win. We on the winning. If you in this troop, you on the winning team. We about to win. We about to have it all. I mean, it all, bro. Not even just women. Forget even about the women. What about everything else? Everything is around you. Everything that you might be thinking of. We're gonna have all that, bro. These different stones that brothers be seeing, that brothers be grabbing, seeing these devils have. We gonna have all that. These different paradises that you see all over the world that you can only see through Esau's technology. The beautiful islands with the blue water, the different fishes in the sea. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have all that. It's all about to be ours.
All that and then some.
And
man.
then some.
Paradise is on other planets.
For sure.
These devils trying to go to another planet just so they can destroy that shit.
Well, they got the new one. They said they want to send sperm into into space. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I don't even know what be on his mindset to even think a little crazy shit like this. Because it's like, why? What is your? Because as soon as it hits the air, it dies. So I don't. What are you trying to do? Trying to send sperm in space?
Look, let's you know how they got going into the mind of a criminal. They got that little shit in the mind of a serial killer. in the mind of a devil. Right. Let's think in the mind of the devil. Let's think about it, right?
Hell?
Well, see, space, it's a vacuum, right? And then in the primordial soup, there wasn't any oxygen. Okay, but then life sparked, and oxygen came later. So in theory, if we send the semen up there, there's no oxygen, so it won't die, right? But maybe somehow life will spark and create a new being, and they'll come down from the heavens and they'll change the face of the world. You can see evolution on a close scale. We're gonna send semen in you.
This is the smartest, dumbass devil there is, man.
Straight up, man.
Oh my goodness.
But this is Eve for you in the mind of a devil, man.
Hey,
because they say ain't no oxygen
I've
up
been
there,
holding
right?
that precept too. Let me grab because you was
Now backing the bro up, 1 Corinthians 2:9. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High have prepared for them that love Him. All right, so like the bro said, we're about to have it all, man. You can't even think. You ain't never seen. You ain't never heard. There's no thought that you can have to fathom how great it's gonna be, man. I'll say all this little shit. Like the bro said, you know, we be over here looking at these little stones like, yeah, that's some nice. A little chunk for 500 and 600.
On the other planets, you don't even know what kind of wildlife they got up there, bro.
Different smells.
Different
You know what I'm
smells.
saying? Even though I don't have that beautiful sense right now, but even different smells we gonna have, even within that, all the different ailments that we deal with in the body, we ain't gonna have none of that, man. Ain't nobody gonna be sick. Ain't nobody gonna have arthritis and all this BS we gotta deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, we smell this garbage all throughout the cities and piss all through our hallways. You know what I'm saying? All this different stuff. Look, man. Oh man.
Emissions and shit, small.
Right, see, emissions. So these things, everything will be restored, man. That's what we went into earlier about building the house of David. You know, everything. Hey, look, when Yahweh Shai comes back to the earth, man, everything is gonna be restored, man. Everything is gonna be put back in its proper order, man. And guess what? The Lord don't care if you people like it or not. If you understand it or not, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and we can't wait.
Right. Hey, the Lord's gonna bring back that dominance, man. You know, in the ancient world, this is how things was done. If a kingdom took over, it was violently, man.
Violent, yeah.
It wasn't no if, ands, or but. It's either you gonna do what I say or you gonna put your ass to death.
Hey, we're out here. Do you think you could hand over the keys to your kingdom? I mean, we'll be your friends.
Hell no, man.
Yeah,
You know,
that's how E try to do it with these INF treaties, man. Well, you need to get if you denuclearize, it's better for your economy. Okay, you need to get rid of your nuclear. We're gonna keep ours, but you need to get rid of yours, and your economy will be better.
Yeah. You should formulate you should make an image of the beast by doing democracy, and then that way we can put our puppet leader in there, you know, and make it look like he was voted in there legally, and we can run your shit like a tributary from behind the scenes.
Lies and deceits, man.
straight up.
The Lord's gonna have it right in your face when you take over. I'm still holding that.
Oh, you said you had the preset. This is still relevant.
It was going into how baby
Bro said?
and YPS, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Put up.
Come on, this is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And it reads, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man,
Right.
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power.
You can't tell me what to wear. My body, my choice. I could do it the hell I
You
want.
ain't buying my clothes.
You ain't buy my clothes. Just wait till the lights go out, man. I can't wait till the lights go out, cause I guarantee you gonna wanna throw the shit that I got on my body as you see right now, covered up. That's how your ass gonna wanna be. You ain't gonna want no exposure, none. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man.
You
You
be trying to hide your shape.
You-
You know, because they got this thing where it's like, oh, you know, I want to dress like a grandma, da da da.
Yeah.
Your ass gonna be wishing your ass had some grandma clothes. You gonna be
say
wishing
that.
you had some padded shirts, and you gonna be wishing you had them little shirts with the square shoulders and shit that they used to wear back in the days and shit on Little House in the Prairie and shit. Square shoulder in the square in the bitch. You gonna be wishing that your ass ain't curvy and womanly, because it's gonna be some damn niggas that ain't got no self-control trying to snatch your ass up. I think I see a little booty on that.
Yo,
I think I see a little ass
I'm
on
telling you,
that.
cause look, it's chilly out here. We freezing, but boy, they got them legs out. They out here with them legs out, bro. It ain't even that warm out here. It's freezing for real. Alright.
Motherfuckers lost control, man. Got a little warm earlier.
And wait
Motherfuckers went crazy.
till the 31st when they open this thing up. Oh man. Woo! When they open this thing up, it's gonna get crazy out here. Hey, it's gonna continue. Man, look, the doors of repentance is open, man. You know? And like I say, bro, like we found a new little spiritual tag zone the Lord put us in, so
Tags on.
a lot of people that avoided us from where we was before, y'all gonna have to do a lot of avoiding now. Cause a lot of y'all like to go down that point that we like to, you know what I'm saying?
And we right at an entrance point right here.
Yeah.
A bridge, man.
Yeah, and we got the little subway. I mean, not the subway. Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
the
subway
transit-
station
the
Transit,
system.
yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
gonna be coming up, getting marked.
So we like, even though we was at the heart of downtown before, we're not the heart. You see? We got a Citizens Bank. All you people that's coming to get y'all, because majority of these people y'all see in the background sometimes or hear them different cars, they going to the bank. But see, they think they just gonna go get that check. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna go cash the check of this money. You just got your ass marked.
We right here in the artery, there, you know.
Yeah.
That big blood vessel, man.
Go ahead.
Just back on that article.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an article from RT News. It's
Did you go to the part? Did you go to the part where it said guide and you click the link and it shows you what all the pronouns that they taking out? You see that one where it said guide?
They're taking pronouns out.
Yeah.
Rude.
Don't say he or she anymore. Say them and it.
No, it say like instead of saying mom and dad, it say like something like folks, guardians.
Literally, bro.
yeah.
Guardians.
So yeah, this is it right here.
okay.
Provider.
Well, this is the title of the article. It says utter madness. Manchester University mocked for replacing mother and father with guardian in woke of inclusive language guide.
Yeah, because now you have a lot of same-sex parent households. You got Billy and Joe. You got Martha and Suzanne. Or you got Shaquisha and Lakeisha. You got that going on. Or you got what's his name? Raekwon and Jimbo. You know what I'm saying? Until they change their names to some weird ass shit. But that's what you got going on now, bro.
What's the name of that Jabba the Hutt rapper? She called Chunk. Something.
That the door to be like this?
The one who was like I just nutty. Big neck ass.
It's like
The light skin joint, right?
Yeah,
she be like
yeah,
this.
she was on that. Yeah. It's like
you got Chunk and LaQuisha raising little Ray Ray.
We at the end, bro.
I got a quick free.
Go ahead.
You got a free, bro.
And she getting money.
Yeah, she getting that
Bro, she
check,
put a chain on her hump.
Yeah, yep, yeah.
Her
Had
hump
it
back.
at the back.
Motherfuckers was like, it's crazy, bro.
Somebody get before you get there, bro. Somebody get Ecclesiastes 10:6, bro. Cause this is bad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remember back in, I mean, we're a little older than y'all, but remember, bro, this type of shit we see. Now I can see what the other elders are saying. This shit, when we was growing up, this shit that we look at, it was like that shit would we would think that would never fly.
Never fly.
Now growing up, we like, what?
Shit is not only accepted, they push it. You know, and it's crazy because, you know, here it is. You got all these other different atrocities and things. You got people locked up. For example, what about the rights of the people that's locked up for marijuana charges when the marijuana is legal in most places? They should be released.
Bro, you got people that's rich off of people watching them eat.
Yeah, eat abominations.
Literally. Majority of abominable food.
Yeah.
Bro, they're getting rich off people just watching them eat.
Slurping that shit
bro.
up,
In a
all
microphone.
nasty sound.
In a microphone, yeah.
Like,
what the fuck?
The dude from Bizarre
shit sound nasty.
Foods on
Bizarre
Food
Foods. I used to fuck
Andrew
I
Zimmer.
just like that.
Andrew
dude.
Zimmer. This nigga eat anything.
Eat raw
Well, I
meat,
used to like
balls.
some of the
Raw deer balls. Fucking weird ass nigga, man. Ate the raw meat and the chopped up balls and shit. That nigga wild, bro.
And that,
Worms.
that's crazy, bro. That's just.
I got it. Con, I got it.
Uh-huh.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6, and it reads, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place."
Right, folly is setting great dignity. We talking about folly, bro. We talking about literally, bro. These people are YouTube stars from sitting in front of the camera. I'm talking about they be having the the little
The little bib on.
the bib on.
Yeah, they call it what, BDSM or something like that.
She got
Nah,
a
they call it ASMR.
ASMR.
she got a 4-pound lobster, and she's cracking it in half,
Slurping the fuck out
slurping
that
it,
shit.
and dipping it right in the butter. But she's
Nasty
getting paid all this money just to do that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, she's literally getting rich off people who watch her eat abominations.
Hey, bro. Sometimes you see stuff that make you have an Esau moment where you be like, you big little jigaboo, get your motherfucking
And
ass.
it's Jake.
against this tea tree now.
The tea train
down there.
Yep. It's Jake though. It's Jake.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, straight up.
Jake.
Hey, and you know, bro. Hey, I don't want to see that shit, man. I don't want to see your nigga ass up there eating some abominations.
And then the thing that be having me so mad, right? She be, you know what I'm saying? You know the Jake woman, you know what I'm saying, thick and shit. So she be having her body all out, you know what I'm saying, trying to look good while she eating the bull crap. So you like, damn, girl. But then what she say? Well, you know, I'm a Christian woman. Oh wow, here we go. But you see, this is what Christianity accepts. They accept that you can eat all manners of unclean food. Basically, they accept that the law is done away with, so they can do these different things. They can provoke, and they can eat unclean food, and do this and do that, and say this and say that, and think they, like I say, Eve got a deception upon y'all because y'all are about to get judged for this stuff.
Yeah, Isaiah 30, they cover with a covering, but not in my spirit. They may add sin unto sin.
Right.
That's Christianity for you.
And that brings up, to a memory when I was a kid. It's crazy too, man. These Christians are hypocrites, man. You know, and the brother just brought out the scripture about the apparel. When I was a kid, I used to go to this Christian youth group, man. And they used to be doing magic tricks or whatever, you know, talking about the little Christian dogma to kids, right? A whole group of kids, right? So the actual reverend, he comes out with a wig on, makeup, lipstick, and he puts on a dress. And I'm thinking back to it, I'm like, this nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
he pulled the Tyler Perry on y'all. He did the Tyler Perry parody.
I'm like, I know he must have read these scriptures somewhere. This nigga's crazy.
But see, but they say you're being too literal.
You too literal. That's what they try to say when you talk about things like this, basic things that what the Lord say don't do. They say, oh, you're being too literal. He didn't take it that far. He didn't really mean it like that. Shit, why didn't he? Man got killed for picking up some sticks on the Sabbath day. Why didn't he? Literally, bro.
Yeah. The man tried to
hold the ark up.
Tried to save the ark.
Tried to save the ark. And look, this is our ark.
Yeah, but that's how holy it was. You ain't supposed to touch that if you ain't ordained. Priest.
Now in your mind, you like that's something like almost normal to you. Of like, oh, the ark's falling. Let me get it.
Right.
Not thinking that.
That's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that was about to fall.
He's supposed to let it fall. He's supposed to let it fall. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
You're supposed to let it fall.
You're supposed to let that ark fall, bro.
You think the Lord was making a mistake?
No.
You see? Everything's orchestrated of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The scriptures say, are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And we looked up that farthing. That's like a quarter of a penny. That's a small, negligible amount of money. Okay, but it said those sparrows will not die unless your Lord allowed it. So nothing happens without the consent of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You hit a pothole, the Lord did that. He let you do that. He guided your arm to turn that way, and you hit the shit.
Yeah. See? After hearing that, I was like, that was me. I was like, I'm gonna stay back here. I ain't touching nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Hey, but he did that for an example unto the rest of the people to see. He meant his business.
He meant what he said.
I must say, he stand on his word. His word is his bond.
Yep, he's not a man that he should lie, man, or the son of man that he should repent. He ain't got no reason to change that. You see?
Right, that's right.
Hey, what you say, brother?
You could be a part of that too, though. You know what I mean?
Christian. Okay. You say you're Irish. I see the Irish thing.
I see the Irish. You could be a part of that too, though. Yeah. You could be an Israelite.
Might be.
Ain't no color thing over
here.
here.
It's about lineage, man.
Ain't no color thing over
here. A lot
here.
of them Irish, the reason they went through that treatment that they went through and was shunned was because they actually go back to this lineage right here.
Yeah.
I'm about to circle back through. Y'all gonna be up for the second?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know he a Jake.
All right.
Oh, you know he a Jake.
Yeah,
you're by the way he talk.
Swag
up. Hey, man, look, I'll be back, man. I come right back.
He said, he said, I'll swing back through.
Yeah, I'm swing back through. Man, that's a Jake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and a lot of y'all would try to. And look, even if you come up here and he might not disagree with things and he might not accept it, well, so do Jake. So do Jake to look dark skin just like us.
Hey, some of our most biggest enemies is Jake, man, especially the nigga woman.
Hell yeah.
They come against his hard body.
Yeah, because that's what Jake would say. Oh, no, if she don't accept it, neither do you niggas. What are you talking about?
There's 2/3, even of the speckled bird, nigga.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Eminem, if he don't repent, his ass a 2/3. He's still a Jake. Same with the rest of them celebrities. They still Jake. If Conor McGregor ass don't repent, his ass gonna die too.
Straight nigga.
But he's still a Jake.
Straight nigga. Ain't no faking him what he do, bro.
Nah.
He wake up every day, same as normal.
Yep.
You know how hard it is to try to keep that image?
If you was playing,
If you was playing.
man, he too smooth with it. You know, bro.
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, he's a UFC fighter too. He's the one that got
never
he
seen
wore
that
the little rainbow braids. They probably
I might have followed him on the game, but I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never seen this. You know.
Elder Apostle Tahar had did a video on him.
On Sean O'Malley. Oh, yeah, I gotta
Sean
check that out.
O'Malley.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah, even these so-called these Muay Thai fighters from Taiwan. You know, they got something called the Negritos, man. That means a little black person, basically. Little nigga. Yeah, little nigga.
You got but see, the thing is, look, you got areas in all across the. Check this out, bro. You got areas all across the world where there is ghettos. There's a shunned portion of people of put them in this corner. Why? If they all Chinese, they all Asian, they all Japanese. Why are they pushing the ghetto? Why are they pushing the ghetto like that? Now you got your poor people. Yes, we all everybody got that. The poor people. No, we talking about a shunned part of society, whereas they don't act like the rest of the people in that country.
It just so happens that a lot of them be darker and be having afros too.
Yeah, and the way they just conduct themselves. Like, of course, you got your Asian gangs, you got your Asian Japanese gangs, you got the gangs.
Yeah.
But you got some of them, you be like, that's a nigga.
Yep. Hey, Jay Park.
China Mac.
Jay Park is damn sure a nigga.
A
He's
nigga.
too talented,
These is niggas,
Jay
bro.
Park, yo. Straight up.
China Mac.
Yep.
You know, I think the one dude I put on Instagram to believe you want to be a so-called rapper.
Oh, yeah, come on, yep.
He was like, I say, everybody keep talking about Chinese food. Like, I don't eat that shit. That shit trash. That shit's garbage food. He talk like how we talk. Like, that's cat. We don't eat that. Da da da. It's like, why everybody think I gotta, be this way, that way because I'm Asian? I'm like, I just keep hearing them talk more and more. I'm like, this nigga ain't Asian.
Nope.
He think he Asian, but he ain't, bro.
He is relation.
Israelasian.
He is relation.
All right, what you got, bro?
Yeah, Israelite.
I got Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20.
Yeah, he just joking because you niggas will run off with that shit.
Yeah, I'm just. I know I'm being funny, man. Come on.
You see?
Man.
You see what Great Mel Billstone Pittsburgh just said?
Oh, man.
We gotta have fun with this
mixed
thing.
people.
Yeah,
Right.
You niggas will take that clip and run it.
Wait a minute, Israelation. Wait a minute. I thought there was no mixed nation. I thought you were according to your father. Well, you are. You are. Numbers what is it, 118? 118. Numbers 1 and 18.
So
Okay,
that
I'll get
must mean that King David, he's
See,
mixed.
See, I told you wasn't no more Edomites. They all mixed in. They blended with the people. They blended with the people.
No, man, you are what your father is, man. That's the point of what we just went through that whole situation. Because that guy's a Jake, man.
That's right.
All right?
Oh,
Y'all got it.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. It reads, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Comes out a second time, right? So this devil is turning things on his head, man. Upside down. They're trying to make the real fruit GMO. They're trying to make the real man an ABC.
I don't know. That's what they trying to make. The real man. I don't know. Hey, bro, and you see it all the time. I was just at the little spot earlier, little store, and then this thing walking around, and then the mask don't make it no better neither. Then you hear the voice, and you be like,
Then you see the 5 o'clock shadow.
yeah. I'll be like, yo. See one earlier, I was like, yeah. I don't know. That sound like a man.
Then you got your natural woman, though. Like I said, they put on this masculine identity spirit upon you. You got the one joint on Instagram, bro. Her arms is big as shit.
Swole.
Swole. Oh, she on swole, bro. But that shit looks disgusting, bro. You supposed to be soft. Men like you soft. You know what I'm saying? Like you feminine, ladylike.
And I don't mind if a woman work out.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
No, I mean, like, look, there's certain women.
She was like,
She was like the She-Hulk, huh?
they done made a meme out of her and everything.
Damn.
Oh wait, talking about when she was like
The
pulling
white
people.
joint, the little white joint.
She was on the little TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, bro.
Nigga hit the
She
floor.
she was like this.
She big as
He
hell.
said, damn. You have to pull me like that. But it was like, don't you know how they like splice videos?
Yep.
Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, she was
She
definitely.
pulled and he like flew across the room.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
She is diesel.
Yeah, that shit
Shaq
fucking
Beast.
That shit
wrong.
nasty, bro.
That shit nasty. It make you think you're looking at a damn tranny.
No, she was bigger than Ronda Rousey. Her arms was bigger than Ronda Rousey.
She was literally like
I was just
swole.
saying, Ronda
bro.
Rousey still look nasty.
Yeah, that was nasty, bro.
Y'all got it.
That's what Hey, but that's what the Lord have me go to spirit, a confusing spirit in here, man.
Yeah.
A perverse spirit, man. It calls Babylon the air and every work thereof, man. That shit's crazy, man. That shit's crazy.
I got some more.
Uh-huh.
It says Brits ridiculed Manchester University after it announced a ban on the use of non-gender neutral words. So everything has to be neutral.
It's gotta be this neutrality.
It's
got
not.
net
It can't be hot or cold. It can't be right or this or that. It's got to be neutral. But there's a scripture where it talks about the Lord created everything in twos, one against the other.
Good set of against evil.
So the Lord got both sides for balance, man. But they want everything to be neutral. Everything's equal, equality.
This
It's
black,
the same.
this gray area. It's not black and white. It's grayscale. It's right in the middle. No definites. He wants. It's literally a thing of confusion, man. And they're so adamant about pushing this. There's so many other things that you can worry about, that we can work on, but they're steady passing laws and enforcing these different things for these alphabet people.
I can't find it.
It says, and not just like man or woman, but also mother and father in official university materials to promote inclusion.
Found it.
Got it?
The everything in twos.
Okay.
It's like
Let's see. Genesis. Right, come. It's slow.
Okay.
This is Genesis chapter 7 and verse 9. And it reads, there went into unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as the Most High had commanded Noah.
Right. So you had male and female. They're trying to do away with what the Most High created. You know.
What is that? Is it in Isaiah 39? I bring it out so much. Should it I turn the things upside down, shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. What's that, 39 and 6?
Come, yep.
You know, so for shall the thing formed say of him that formed it, he made me not, or he had no understanding, roughly paraphrasing. And that's what Eve's saying. You see? That the Lord didn't have no understanding. Oh no, you know, I know you have a penis, but man, don't worry about that. You can cut that shit off. Look at that. We're gonna make you have a baby later.
Is it about to be Pride already?
Might be.
When is that Pride shit? I know it's in,
Yeah, I
it's in
think
the
it's
summer.
June,
June, right?
June,
Yeah,
it's either June or July.
I'm tired of this shit, man.
Yeah, it's June. Yeah, it's June. It's June.
Yeah, it ain't
You
June
can
yet.
tell.
That bust up.
They start
Oh,
early.
yeah, okay,
That's
yeah, the whole,
early.
yeah. Hey, but the Lord's just manifesting. That's what we're talking about. The Lord's manifesting examples. You know, it talked about Lot. Okay, that righteous man vexed his righteous soul from day to day. You know, with the filthy deeds, the filthy conversation of the wicked man. All right, that's just what it is, man. We see this wickedness, and it's like you gotta get up out of here. You see? You gotta get up out of here.
What's it say? Pride.
Hey, what does it say?
Pride
For
goes
the-
before destruction.
Also, it said because of their pride, the city shall be troubled.
Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 8. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
That's what it is. Vicious women is bringing forth monsters. You know, these different women, these wicked women, man, they're just allowing their kids to just, oh, you want to be a boy? You know, what did you say? The little boy. I want my son to be gay.
Yeah, she said he's gay. He's gay. Already he's gay. He's 2, bro. You can't even say, he's probably just starting to say ma. What you talking
Man,
about,
ain't
man?
thinking about no sex, man. They say that for puberty.
Shit's weird,
You
bro.
know?
You people, man. This earth needs guidance, man. Like straight up, man. Like I can't wait to get out these bodies. I can't wait till this shit is destroyed, bro. Everything needs guidance. Everything needs order. This is what happens when everything is out of order and you have a wicked ruler, man. Goodness, man. This shit's stupid.
It says here, Manchester University releases the new guide for inclusive language on Wednesday, but the document started to gain traction after being covered by the Spectator's Stereotype column. In this guide, the university declares that gendered language should be replaced to avoid offense, right? So they want everybody to tolerate it, you know? It says, with they, their, them being used instead of he and she.
Yeah, but why can't you protect the rights of the people that prefer to be straight though? Our rights is unprotected. That's crazy. Just to let you know, this is Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. Because our rights ain't protected. Y'all done sent this man and his family death threats because he said he want to be super straight. He needs. Where's his protection at?
Right.
He don't get no protection though, right? Why can't you make a law and pass the bills for us? Because we want straight.
And it just shows you who is really targeted at because certain laws are supposed to be protected. There should be a hate crime
That's
against speaking against
That's a hate crime, bro.
heterosexuality.
That's a hate crime, bro. You had women in the comments board talking about if I see anybody wearing a super straight shirt, I'm going to kill him. What? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy, and especially for you Israelite men. All targets is out on us, but for as men as a whole, straight. Oh, it's all bets is off. They want us all wiped out.
And you see, that's how forward in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how forward those Hamites was towards the angels of the Most High.
Yeah, let's get that.
Bring them out that we may have we
Yeah.
may know them.
Yeah,
That's how forward there was.
for real, man. And that's how you see the minds of these people are. You know?
The spirit forgot about that precept. Boy.
He like, didn't they hear this? Here, I'll give you my 2 beautiful daughters. Nah, I don't want them. You got it?
Got it? The account?
Yep.
Okay, got it. You can go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 19 in verse 1. And it reads, and there came 2 angels to Sodom at even,
Yes, sir.
and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, Salakia, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat.
Which, you know, of course, angels don't eat, so they were probably seeing a vision. And you have to imagine too, they said he saw angels. You know, it didn't specify like they saw a man, because sometimes angels come down in the form of men. So you could imagine that these people in Sodom and Gomorrah, they see them angels, you know, all tall and big and buff and shit, and they all, you know, with that kind of glory, okay. And then they were like, oh, I want them.
Well, you gotta look at it too. It's like when you go into a city, okay, it's like when you go, you new into a town, you new into a neighborhood, and a woman see you, they be like, oh, who that? Y'all see the new boy that pulled up on the block? And even with the men, you know what I mean? Oh, you see the new shorty that just moved in? Ooh, so when she come outside, I'm on her top. You know what I'm saying?
That's how they was thinking wickedly in their
That's what I'm
mind.
saying, like, oh, fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Like Damien on Friday.
You know what I'm saying?
Fresh meat on the line.
Fresh meat.
Through.
You know what I'm saying? So they so perverse and wicked in their mind. They like, okay, he just lost some men in his spot, and we about to go see what's happening. Go ahead.
You're not in jail no more. I am a boy. Y'all got it.
God, verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter.
It's demons.
And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
What?
And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man.
Fresh. He had 2 daughters that was fresh. You know what
Ready
I'm
for the
saying?
taking.
Ready for the taking. And he, you know,
Ready to pop, lock, and drop.
one of the things that, you know, when you have someone come into your household, bro, you gotta honor that. So you couldn't let nothing,
guests.
you know, they're your guests, so you couldn't let nothing happen to them.
But then, and even furthermore, though, he bowed himself to the ground. He knew that they were angels.
But it was angels. Yeah.
He knew that they were angels.
Yeah.
You know, and so he was like, look, man, y'all tripping, you know? He was like, these was angels, man. He said, my lords turn in. These wasn't just no regular men. He knew they was angels.
That's why it was like, they like, we gon', that's, they, cause the angels was like, man, we good. Like, we
good, man.
bad
out
in
here.
the streets.
We
Like,
out here.
He begged them like, look, man. God y'all, I'm gonna take care of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We chef something
We do
up.
some service unto y'all,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Come on in, man. You know?
Like, all right, we'll come.
So, you know, it wasn't just 2 men, you know, but you Rose right. But it was 2 angels, you know. He was like, look, man, no.
Yeah, Salaki, I was just trying to paint a picture.
No,
I
you
wasn't
good.
saying that's
No,
actually,
you good.
you know.
And then, you know, in Lot too, it was it could have been also a protection, because you gotta think that Lot may have had a compassion for the people there, because he said, do not this wickedness. It's gonna say that, right?
God, yep. That was in verse, I'll read verse 7 again, or I'll start at verse 6. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
But what if they say to him? Because he tried to really save them.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. If he knew they was angels, he really was trying to save the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. He said, don't do this wicked thing. I got my daughters.
you
Look,
up, bro.
I just bring, y'all niggas gonna die. You think what they say to Lot?
Continue on. only unto these men do nothing. For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back.
Get back, nigga.
And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn,
Right, he a stranger. He ain't even from here.
and he will needs be a judge.
Yeah, nigga trying to tell us what to do. You
Now,
crazy?
Salah. Now will we deal worse with thee
We about to
than
fuck
with
this
them?
nigga up.
And
They
they
told Lot they was gonna deal worse with him
Yeah.
than what they gonna do to the
Yeah,
angels.
nigga, we was just gonna
Right.
rape them, nigga. We about to rape and kill your ass, nigga. Fuck
Right.
out of here, nigga.
Basically, they was trying to gang rape the angels, bro.
Yep.
That's, man.
Go ahead.
continuing on in verse
The
9.
angels couldn't wait to destroy that place, man.
You knew why well, why you think they was there? They the whole motive they was there was to destroy the place. They only was going to go get Lot up out of there because they like,
we
look,
can't do nothing until you leave.
we know Lot gonna have compassion, like the brother said. We know Lot gonna have some type of compassion. Remember, it said they had to pull Lot out there. They like, we had to tell Lot, man, come on, man.
Bring your ass on, man.
They had to put him out the city.
And they pressed sore upon the men, even Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door and shut to the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door.
These niggas was stumbling. It took away their sight. You couldn't even find the door now, bro.
Kevin Hart there say, he say, get fire on these bitches, get darkness on these bitches. Niggas couldn't
Right,
see
yeah.
shit.
Later on, yeah, spit fire on these bitches.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yep. Both of them happened.
Oh man.
Crazy, cause didn't Lot have warned, like, didn't he have stepsons
Yeah, he
there
warned
too?
them. He
warned
And he had other daughters. It would have to be that he had other daughters, cause those two daughters didn't know man. You know. So yeah, man, he had stepsons and stuff. He was like, look, man, y'all need to get up out of here. I don't want his daughters was there too, you know. So yeah, go ahead. I got it.
Come on. Verse 12. And the men said unto Lot,
Unless, only thing else I could think of, unless them daughters was already betrothed to those men, only thing I could think of, you know, if it's possible.
But see, then he would have been going off to try to give them to other men. So yeah,
But-
you know, we just
Oh
extrapolate.
yeah,
we just
yeah,
extrapolate.
This
I
still
thought-
was a
I
serious
forgot about
situation
that.
Where it's like, you know, well,
I forgot
I'm
about
trying
that.
to protect those men that came under my
Yeah,
roof. But
that would have been
Still would have been in the fence, but y'all got it. You know, hey, we just extrapolate.
Yeah, I don't know yet, so I ain't even going.
It don't really say. It don't really say.
They don't specify.
Shit,
I ain't even
I
think- I ain't even-
think it might have been some Jake in there too.
I ain't even thinking about
Besides
that.
Lot, you know. But hey, it is what it is. There was that whole. It wasn't okay. Yeah. You right. Well, spiritual.
Right, yeah. The thing was
Spiritual Jake. They came
out
last
last
week.
verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
Right. So he was prophesying to them. You know, this place is about to be destroyed. And what did they do? They scoffed at him.
It's like Noah. It was like Noah too. You know what I'm saying? Where Noah was like, it's gonna rain, and it was like, nigga, you can't be serious. Rain, there ain't no such thing, bro. The ground waters the plants, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? You know. But the same situation, man. It's gonna rain fire down out of the heavens. Y'all, you better get the fuck up out of here. He was like, man, you guys, surely thou jest. You ain't going nowhere.
Verse 15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me, and I die. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, but is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither. Right. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar.
Right. So Lot was exempt from that judgment. You know, the Lord sent down those death angels to put people to death, man. Right, to put judgment on people. So he couldn't. The angels couldn't do nothing until Lot was delivered and out of the way. You know, and then they went in on it. They spit fire on them bitches.
That's why the New Testament uses that as an example of the elect.
Yeah, but that's why we trying to find grace in the eyes and the sight of the Lord, as Noah did, right? As Enoch did, as Lot did.
Yep.
Okay. As David did.
God.
You know, that's why we want the short mercies of David.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we trying to find that same grace. Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah, destroyed, okay, finished through, like a place of heaps. But it's about that remnant though. About that the elect. Okay, because it wasn't for them, we'd be out of there, bro. For real. Even dealing with, if it wasn't for Seth, we'd be through. It wasn't for yeah, with Ruth, even with Ruth, dealing with Ruth too. Continue the line, even with Ruth too. No, Judith. No, not Judith. What's her name? Eve. Adam and Eve having Seth. You know what I'm saying? We'd be done, bro. So
Or Tamar.
Tamar.
Yeah, Tamar. That was where the royal line came out of.
Oh yeah, because she slept with Judah.
Yep.
Yeah, she played the whole. She tricked him about playing the harlot. Got him. Got you.
What did he say? Thou hast done more righteous than I.
Yeah, because he was supposed to give her
Bullshit.
a son.
That wasn't even done.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and so even with the example with Ruth, bro, that whole thing dealing with Ruth really wasn't even about Ruth.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
The seed being continued.
Exactly, about that seed being continued, bro. That was her role. Okay, that was her big role, her play. Even with, like you say, you even mentioned Rahab. Rahab saved, she got the spies up out of there. That was in the country.
Jericho, yeah.
Out of Jericho. So come on, man. The Lord will use heathen to do different roles, just for okay, just like how the Lord used Xerxes to let us start to rebuild the temple. Come on, man. So there's different points they played.
Balaam.
You know, Balaam. Different roles they played. You know, not that the Most High was, looking at them like, oh, these are my special people. No, they just, they had their particular roles, and that's that shit. You know, what was ultimately to, further preserve us or further lift us up in some type of way. Keep things going. Somebody got something to end with? I guess we could go to something, like the elect. When people drop the phone, you like,
I think I put that there too.
Be hot potato with that joint.
Yeah, because people, we don't be understanding how important that the elect is, man.
Right, which the elect is that remnant that the brother was bringing out earlier. those who are going to be left over after this destruction. Those that remain.
I mean, I guess I can read this. I don't know if y'all getting some closer. 2 Peter 2 and let's see here. 4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, these bodies, the elect were put into these bodies, okay, which are chains of darkness, corrupted flesh. And we're waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High so that we can get the fuck up out of here, man. Verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them, and turning them into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. That's it, man, So the Most High knows what he's doing. He knows how to get us up out of here. All we got to do is gonna do it to the end, man. He didn't do it until the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right? And things are just going to get more and more increasingly wicked, all right? Scripture talk about many shall be offended, tells you in Matthew 24. Okay, they're going to deliver us up to be afflicted, throw us into prisons. They're going to hate us. All this stuff still has to come to pass. So whatever we're going through right now, shit, man, we have not yet resisted unto blood, or resisted unto death, man. All right, so it's gonna get worse, but you know what? We gotta keep the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and just gotta support each other, man. That's all we got, really. Yahweh Shem Yahushai and each other, okay, and just build ourselves up, because we might not have that when the day comes. We might end up being by ourselves, just with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's it. So y'all got it if y'all close with that. So I'm gonna get
like got none, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got something? Go ahead on.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
That's right. Okay. And the vision that we want to keep our mind on is the vision of the elect being saved and delivered out of this wickedness, man. The vision of the elect, okay, on that sea of glass mingled with fire, okay, being caught into those chariots when the Lord comes and says, come up hither. When he comes with a shout and delivers his elect from the four winds of heaven, man. All right? Hey, so that's it, man. That's what we got to keep our eyes on. Keep our eyes on the prize and keep our eyes singing, man. So with that, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the whole for the elect. All right, with that, we want to say shalom and above the ball.
Above the ball. Shalom.
I ain't even mean to do
I
that.
hate that jump, man. I do the same.
That's the first time it did. That's the first time I actually did it.
I'm down by the